Oh, man. Welcome back. It is November 1st. This is the weekly update. I apologize for missing last night's stream, guys. Things come up. It happens. But we're going to be covering the stories from last night as well as the other ones from the week. So we should be having a lot of fun. Plenty of memes got submitted between last night and today. If you have any more memes, please make sure to submit those immediately so I can make sure they get added to the end of the show. But thank you, everybody, for stopping by. First thing we're going to do, as always, is cover, please go to the profile, check out the website link there. You can pull up that website and see all the things. You can buy me a cup of coffee. I'm a cheap coffee date. It's much better than supporting me through Super Chats. Super Chats are nice. Don't get me wrong. Oh, Karen beat Shell first comment. But guys, Super Chats are great. I appreciate every Super Chat I get. Dr. Gold, I'm looking at you. But just remember, coffee, better support, because, half of it's not going to Google. It's what it is. Also, you can go to the profile and just leave me a tip. Just the tip is plenty. Don't need any more. Every little bit helps. You can also check out the merch store. We're going to be working on the merch designs here over the next few days. You can also check out the Discord. You can check out the Men's Empowerment Network website. It's my business for relationship, divorce, and custody battle coaching, as well as the men's Discord. You can follow me on X, subscribe to my YouTube or my Rumble. Those are free ways to support me. So if you can do any of those, I would appreciate it. And as I said, you can always go right here to this little icon here and just send the tip. So yeah, I promise I'll enjoy it. First story, immigration, folks, by our very own Aladdin. Aladdin and us, we had lunch today. Great guy. Appreciate meeting up with us. It was a lot of fun. Great food, great company all around. Great guy. He also is heading overseas to do some reporting. So if you can, check out his GoFundMe that he has posted to raise money for that trip to cover what's going on over in the Ukraine. So check that out as well. But you can see here his story. This is in response to the story of an arrest of an Afghan national in France linked to ISIS-K. Again, confirms the warnings that since the Taliban's takeover, many affiliated with terrorist groups, still ideologically and politically aligned with the Taliban, have entered Western countries disguised as refugees. Not surprised at all. Aladdin here, they've been disguising themselves as refugees for years. This is actually a very accurate assessment here. There are over 250 sleeper cells in Europe. That does not bode well for Europe. 250 sleeper cells is a lot, but I bet you there's just as many or more here in the United States, guys. We need to be keeping an eye out for these. Most of the money getting funneled through Swiss banks. TPA Sarah knows a lot about this. Guys, great reporting. And again, like I said, support Aladdin. He will be going overseas to cover the war. It should be interesting. So keep track of him. Donate to the GoFundMe if you can. If anyone can find it, I believe he has it linked in one of his posts from today. If you could throw it down to the chat, I would appreciate it. It was obvious during the Biden administration. Yes, Karen. Yes, it was. It's always been obvious, guys. They just try and deny it. We got here another story from Aladdin that we have an arrest in a weekend shooting. The Aurora Police Department made an arrest in connection with the shooting occurred last week on Interstate 255. This person, Selin Velea Orellana, 36, arrested on Thursday for members of the Aurora Police Department. Crazy thing, as is covered here, he was previously deported in 2007, 2018, and 2020. Why is somebody who has been deported multiple times back in the country again to be doing shootings and causing other mayhem? Well, if you look at the dates, 2018, 2020, yep. It's not good, guys. It's not good. Main take, Colorado gives driver's license to illegals with sexual assault convictions against children and 4 prior deportations. This is the stuff that the DHS and HSI and ICE are dealing with while Democrats are protesting and assaulting said ICE agents. Thank you, Karen, also for putting that link down there. Appreciate it. So yeah, show your support for Aladdin, guys. He does a lot of great reporting, did a lot of great digging, helped with a lot of DOGE work back in the day. What's up, Shelly? From over on Rumble. Appreciate it. Libs of TikTok here. Roads are not safe thanks to Democrats. This is a major issue. No state should be giving illegals driver's licenses. No, they shouldn't. Not just passenger car driver's licenses. No. These states are also giving out commercial driver's licenses. And either one of those licenses is going to be used to register for benefits. It's going to be used to register for things like voting. It's going to be used for all kinds of things. So when they tell you that, illegals aren't accessing government services, illegals aren't voting, illegals aren't doing all of these other things, they're not getting commercial driver's licenses, guys. Just listen to what CNN says. Well, you can know that they're full of crap and that they are doing all of those things and that it puts citizens in danger unnecessarily. No person that dies at the hands of an illegal immigrant should be dead. Those illegals should not be in the country in the first place to put those people at risk. And then you see here, real amount of illegals voting is vastly greater than this. This is in response to Mike Lee. Non-citizens vote sometimes, far more often than many on the left have been willing to admit. Congress must address this by passing the SAVE Act now. This is in response to Ohio uncovers 1,000 non-citizens appearing registered to vote, sends the case to the DOJ for prosecution. Guys, the real amount of illegal voting, as Elon Musk here points out, is vastly greater. Consider that California and New York banned the use of IDs for voting. They essentially legalized illegal or fraudulent voting. They made it very difficult to detect when somebody is illegal because you can't ask them for ID. It's illegal to ask them for ID when they're voting. It's absolutely insane. Oh, Shell says, cheers to Karen. Yes, cheers to Karen. Karen, cheers. Oh, Karen, they can't even read the road signs. It's so dangerous. That's very true. Very true, Karen. They absolutely need to be able to read the road signs. They need to be able to talk to people at way stations. They need to be able to talk to the people putting items on their trucks, the people offloading their trucks at facilities. They need to be able to talk with law enforcement. So many things that need to be done to ensure safety. They need to be able to read the manuals for their trucks. Like, there's so many things. And if they can do none of those, there's no way to ensure the safety of everybody else on the road. And we keep seeing story after story about these illegals that have commercial driver's licenses issued by states like California and New York, killing Americans and illegals alike. It's a serious hazard, guys. Serious hazard. Karen, the only states Kamala won have no ID requirements. That is also true, Karen. It's weird that the states that turned blue were the ones with no voter ID requirement. It's interesting that Trump won all 7 swing states, won the popular vote, won the Electoral College, and they still try and say that Trump doesn't have a mandate. They still try and say that, the Democrats should have won. The only reason they would have won is if they allowed more cheating, not less. More prohibitions against voter ID, not less. What's up, West Virginia? What's up, guys? West Virginia, why is it that I have now met up with Shell and Aladdin before I've met you, and I used to live in the same state, bro? You need to come out. I actually just got my video switcher and a new tripod. My other camera should be here tomorrow, so I will have 2 full camera setups to do interviews with West Virginia. So we need you to come out, and I will get another hat. West Virginia in the house. Yes, that's true. Rapid response 47. In response to this video, guys, let's just watch the video real quick.
Gavin Newsom has thumbed his nose at us. He's refused to comply with the rules that have come from DOT, which is stop issuing these licenses, number 1. And number 2, go back and review all the licenses that you have issued and make sure it's been done legally.
Yeah, they're never going to do that. They're never going to go back and look at the ones they've already issued. It's not going to happen. They hate you. They hate me. They want chaos. They have no incentive to do so unless we do this.
Gavin Newsom has said no. So, 1, I'm about to pull $160 million from California. And as we pull more money, we also have the option of pulling California's ability to issue commercial driver's licenses.
Yes, do it. Do it. Absolutely need to do this, guys. We cannot let them keep issuing driver's licenses when they're willing to wantonly issue them to criminal aliens who can't read English, who can't speak English. Like, absolutely not. Karen says, my favorite video from the 24 election was CNN checking to see if there were any counties that Kamala outperformed Biden, and there was 0. But guys, she was one of the most popular candidates in history. Just ask her.
Gavin Newsom cares more about illegals getting commercial driver's licenses than he does the citizens of his own state and the safety of Americans. It's shameful. He's been lying about what he's been doing.
Yes.
And again, we're gonna fight tooth and nail under President Trump's administration to make sure that we hold states like California accountable.
Yes, that's exactly what we need to do. Accountability, guys. We need more accountability for these states that are doing things that are putting us at risk. In fact, another thing that was hilarious to me that happened in immigration, and we covered this one on Wednesday during the evening update. Check this one out, guys. Guy called ICE on a restaurant that he wanted to work at because there were no openings.
2 weeks ago, I made an anonymous tip to an ICE office about a restaurant I'd applied to that rejected my application. 3 days later, there was a raid on that restaurant and 12 of their employees were deported. I did this because I really wanted to work at that restaurant, but they were full staffed. So I figured what better way to get an opening in than to have half of their staff deported. So that's what I did. When I reapplied, I got hired and I've been working there a few days, but now I'm worried that they're going to find out that I was the one who called and had half of their staff deported.
I don't think posting a video about it is the right way, my guy. I think it's funny. It's very based, but posting a video that you're the one that did it, probably not the best idea if you want to keep that job. But you know what? Good work.
For anyone who's been in a similar situation, was there some way you were able to soften the blow ahead of time or kind of get them used to the idea that maybe an employee here got everyone deported? Who knows? I'm just seeking advice because I do like a lot of my coworkers and I don't want...
Well, I mean, the coworkers that are left...
them to hate me or
they won't
think I'm a bad person or something.
If they do, don't worry about them. They'll probably quit. Kara says diabolical. Yes. But you know what? I support it. I voted for it. I'm okay with it. It's very creative, guys. If you're looking for a solution on employment, this might be one. Seems to have worked in his case, so might want to try it again. This is an interesting one, though, guys. USDA will not top emergency funds for food stamps for 40 million Americans to lose aid next week. No, this date is today, guys. 12%, as Lauren Chen points out, of Americans are on food stamps. It is not sustainable, not even a little bit. But what's even crazier is look at this graph. Any welfare, cash, food, Medicaid, and housing. Don't want someone to try and fact check me. I know Medicaid. If you look at the colors, though, guys, look at the color legend. The color legend is U.S.-born headed households, legal immigrant headed households, and illegal headed households. So if yellow is U.S.-born headed households, it's interesting that that is the lowest in almost every single category. Then you have legal immigrants, which, fine. Good job for doing it legally. Still higher than U.S.-born, for sure. But the crazy number that I see here is the illegal headed households, any welfare, 59%. 59%, guys. That number is not sustainable. That number is ridiculous. The fact that we have that many illegally headed households accessing welfare. I thought that they always tell us that illegals don't access government benefits. I thought they like to tell us that illegals don't do these things. They don't vote. They don't get welfare. Except they do. Kara says Somalians are the highest at over 30%. Whew. I'd like to see that chart if you have it. If you have it, go ahead and link it. I'll pull it back up, guys. But yeah, we cannot keep doing this. We can't. You don't work, you don't eat. Toaster time, 2 Thessalonians 3:10 through 13. For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat. For we hear that there are some which walk amongst you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies. Now them that are such we command and exhort by the Lord Jesus Christ, that with quietness they work and eat their own bread. But ye, brethren, be not weary in well-doing. Yeah, guys, go to work. Go to work. That's because all they do is follow us on X. Wait a minute. West Virginia, wow, hats, because all they do is follow us on that. That's... I don't understand. You need to come here and we can sit down and do an interview and I will get another all black Trump hat. Hats, guys. I will absolutely give hats. Somalians. Oh, that's because all they do is follow us on X. Yes, Somalians. Okay, I get it. I get it, West Virginia. Yes. This one is interesting, guys. We are leaving immigration and heading into the smooth transition into crime. Because, you know, we have a crime section tonight, as we do on most weekly updates, because there's plenty of crime happening from week to week. This one posted by Amiri King. A violent black woman tries to trip an officer in foot pursuit and has the nerve to play the victim. Let's check this out. Oh my gosh, that's loud. Let me turn that down. Oh, you saw that? Look at that. I'm going to back it up real quick. And then right there, she tries to kick his feet out.
Nope.
Oh, and then she's like, "Oh, I didn't do anything. Don't arrest me. Lady, that was attempted assault of an officer. It's probably not a smart idea. You thought you were being cute.
Nope.
Not cute. Don't do it. It's real dumb. It's almost as dumb, but not anywhere near as dumb, actually, as these people. These one, mother ends 3 intruders to protect her baby. I love to see these kinds of stories. The outcome is wonderful. I'm not even upset at all that these 3 intruders are no longer with us. Saved us a lot of money in court costs and in incarceration. But let's check this out.
A single mother shot and killed 3 home invaders to protect her son.
I wouldn't
Ooh, 3 for 3. Not bad.
have done it, but it was my son. I had to protect him.
This young mom showed the true strength of maternal instinct.
I walked
No, that's not. No, that's just the strength of a 12-gauge shotgun.
over and got the 12 gauge, went in the bedroom and got the pistol and put the bottle in his mouth, and then I called 911.
Late one night, 3 armed men tried to break into her home on the outskirts of Oklahoma City. Inside, 18-year-old Sarah McKinley was with her 3-month-old baby. When she heard the sound of the men trying to force their way in, McKinley grabbed her 12-gauge shotgun and dialed 911.
I'm here by myself with my infant baby. Can I please get a dispatcher out here immediately?
The dispatcher told her she couldn't fire unless the intruders actually entered her home, so she hid behind the door waiting. The moment the men broke in, she pulled the trigger, killing one instantly. The other 2 were also shot and collapsed on the floor.
Dang, 3 for 3, guys. Crispy says, Mom of the Year. Yes, Kara says it's in the main chat and it's worse than I recalled. Please specify what's worse than you recall and what main chat. Is it this story, the previous story? I don't know, Karen. But I still love you.
Police arrived. The 2 wounded suspects were rushed to the hospital, but both later died from their injuries.
Aww.
After reviewing the 911 call and investigating the scene, authorities ruled that McKinley had acted in self-defense.
Yeah. Of course she did. Of course she did. 3 armed men kicked their way into her home. Of course, that's self-defense. Of course. And then we have Matt Van Swell, more Charlotte, North Carolina news. Guys, these repeat offenders in Charlotte, it needs to stop. It's been revealed that one of the arrested suspects for beating an 18-year-old employee of a Food Lion in Charlotte, North Carolina, has been arrested a stunning 11 previous times. You read that right. Yep, 11. And his previous arrests included violently assaulting a woman. A reply to your live stream post and the snap benefits by nationality. Oh, okay. It's in the main chat. Oh, okay. My live stream post. Fantastic. I will pull that up. I think I can pull that up. Anyways, we'll get to that in a second. But yes, we have this person beating an employee. Turns out had been arrested 11 times, guys. Charlotte continues to just release violent offenders back out of the streets to put you at risk. We absolutely need to do something about these judges. These judges should be held accountable. According to documents, he's been granted bail multiple times. He's also been arrested for violent assaults at least 4 times. We cannot keep living like this. We shouldn't have to live like this. We shouldn't have to live like this at all. Like, not at all. Make 3 strikes great again. Indeed. I'm trying to find my go live post. Not that post. This post. Yes. Okay. This is what you're talking about here. Yes. Food stamps by ethnicity. Percentage. Again, I'm not 100% certain, and we can verify the validity of this chart because the reference down there at the bottom seems a little bit suspect. I don't know where they consolidated this data from, but if this is true, it's kind of crazy because Somalis are like 42%. Afghans, 45% of U.S. Afghan households. Native Americans, 27%. Puerto Ricans, 27%. Blacks, 24.9%. Haitians, 23%. Hondurans, 19%. And if you look all the way near the bottom, we start to get Nigerians, 11%. Filipino, 9.8%. Chinese, 9.6%. American whites, 8.6%. Italians, 7.6%. And Indians, 4.4%. Interesting. It's an interesting chart, guys. Kind of makes you ask a lot of questions. Like, how did we get here? Why are there so many people on food stamps? It was worse than I had recalled. Yeah, 100%, guys. It's not good. And then we see food stamps. They're like, okay, bet. And we'll cover more about food stamps and the government shutdown here in a little bit. But then you always hear these arguments about food deserts. You hear people trying to argue that we should feel bad that, minority communities don't have access to good quality food. I wonder why. And this isn't even good quality food, guys. This is a Wawa. It's better than most gas stations. Like, they actually have pretty decent food in there. But guys, why do you think Wawas are closing? Why do you think all of these places are closing? Let's check this out.
Oh my God, they steal it.
Like, literally, arms full of stuff, just stealing. Like, it doesn't matter. Just helping themselves, guys. All of you that go to work, all of you that struggle to pay bills, this is just a big middle finger to all of you guys.
Balls, y'all ain't gonna leave out with it.
I paid for this shit.
Like, they're posing with it. They're happy about this.
This is nasty.
That shit not cute. Y'all got mom and dad.
Dirty
That's
as
a mess.
shit.
That's not cute.
Like, TikTok is brain cancer, don't get me wrong. But like the videos that people are willing to post on social media is appalling. And the last thing in crime, last story in crime is this one. It's a video. Tulsi Gabbard will just play it.
We are working with Jay Bhattacharya, the new NIH director, with, as well as Secretary Kennedy, is looking at the gain of function research.
Yes.
That in the case of the Wuhan lab, as
And you wonder why I put this under crime. Just keep watching.
well as many others around, many of these other biolabs around the world, was actually U.S. funded and leads to this dangerous kind of research that in many examples has resulted in either a pandemic or some other major health crisis.
Well, let me ask you.
I'm sorry. U.S. funded, foreign, virus labs that may or may not have caused pandemics and other things. What does this sound like, guys? That thing that Dr. Fauci said, oh, never happened. We don't do gain of function research, guys. We don't do this. He was called to the floor and really challenged on this. There were hearings about this. He was supposedly pardoned for this. And you got here, Kara, it causes prices to increase for all of us. Yes. And Crispy agrees. Chat ban. Goddamn notification on X trying to stop the spread of copies here. Yes. Everybody, make sure we post out the live stream, please. I will knife hand you until you repost the live stream. It's good to see you, buddy. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. I sent my kids every time they see Chat ban's name or the troll or anything troll related, I get a Chat ban from them. So I sent him an audio clip of my son saying it. It's one of the most adorable things on earth. We love you, buddy. Keep it up.
Specifically, because we already know that EcoHealth Alliance was partnering with this Wuhan lab to do gain of function research.
That's right.
With coronaviruses, guys. So the reason that I included this is because, well, it's crime. And the pardons are being called into question, and we'll cover that here as well shortly.
We just have never been able to have somebody say, it was that exact experiment that led to this COVID bug. But have we gotten there? What's the new thing that you're digging in on?
We are working on that with Jay Bhattacharya and look forward to being able to share that.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that too, guys. If they actually find enough evidence to clearly state that the EcoHealth Alliance partnership with the Wuhan Institute for Virology collaborated together, and out of that lab was the COVID pandemic. Guys, if they find that's such a huge bombshell, it's insane. And then you wonder why they're trying to preemptively pardon people that are involved. That's why I included it in the crime section, guys, because Anthony Fauci, they have an official probe now into him for perjury and his role in funding gain-of-function research at the Wuhan Institute for Virology as part of the efforts to uncover the origins of COVID-19. Guys, we keep being told that we were crazy, that we were being paranoid, that, conspiracy theories. They always like to brand us conspiracy theorists, except you give it 6 months to 2 years and like 90% plus we're right. Like sometimes it's just annoying how much we're right after being called crazy, after being called conspiracy theorists and nuts. But then we were right. So I'm not going to be shocked, guys, if we find out that we were right on this one. There were many signs that this was a man-made thing. And Karen says, and what other pathogens are already out there? And which ones are still in development? Like, that's the crazy thing. They still, to this day, continue to fund gain-of-function research around the world. They keep messing with these things that we just don't know enough about. We are evolving and creating new pathogens in the name of, well, we need to develop them so that then we can develop countermeasures to them just in case in the future these things come into existence. It's like, well, aside from you clowns messing around in labs and creating things like this, how would this occur in nature? What natural evolutionary process and pressure would have to occur to make COVID-19, that virus, evolve naturally? Ain't happening, guys. Like, it's just not going to happen. Kara says, and who is the new Fauci? Good question, because I bet you there's a new one. Just because Fauci's gone doesn't mean they didn't replace him. And like I said, we're going to get to the pardons, guys. Check this one out. Bombshell House Oversight Committee just released a damning 100-page report deeming that all of Biden's auto pen actions are null and void. That's enormous, guys. And you can see here, these are obviously copies. These are obviously auto pens. These are not live signatures because why? How can I say that? Who here has ever signed their name to something? Just raise your hand, put it in the chat, whatever. If you have signed your name to something, have you ever signed your signature exactly the same way twice?
Nope.
Have you ever signed it exactly the same way 5 times in a row in a short period of time?
Nope. Nope.
No. The answer is no. So watch this real quick. It's weird when you take all of these pardon documents and overlay all of the signatures that they all line up, that they're all pretty much exactly the same. They're photocopies of each other. Why? Because they're photocopies of each other. The auto pen was used. And we also got stories that the staff members for Biden, some of them don't even know who on staff was operating the auto pen. Wasn't Biden. Was it Hunter? Was it Jill? Was it his chief of staff? Who? Who was it? But the thing is, only one person is granted the power to issue pardons. And it's the president. That's it. That's the only person allowed. If anyone else on staff touched this auto pen and used it for nefarious reasons, all of those actions are gone. Aladdin calling out the AI guy. Yes, that's right. Me, the one who's live on camera 4 times a week, most weeks, 3 times this week, because I missed last night's show. Sorry, everyone. It happens. But guys, I'm live multiple times a week. I love when people in my comments on X and in the chats say that I'm AI. It's like, my guy, I'm live 4 times a week. I interact directly with the people in my chat. I cover news. I answer questions. I even go on long rants about nuclear power, guys. There is no way in hell that I am an AI, I promise. And now I have multiple people from X that have met me in person. So suck it, all of you critics. But it was good to see you, Aladdin. I appreciate it. And we did throw the link earlier in the chat there if someone wants to repost it. Or Aladdin, if you want to post it, since you're in here, put the link to your GoFundMe to help fund your trip over and for coverage over there in Ukraine. So go ahead and throw that in the chat, guys. And if you can, spare a buck. If you can spare a couple of bucks, try and throw them Aladdin's way. That'd be great. Karen says, U.S. banks expected to be identical as they refused a deposit because my signature didn't match. That's fair. That's fair, Karen. If it doesn't match your signature card exactly, they might refuse. That's right. Aladdin met the AI guy today. You did. You did. And I met the terrorist Harry Potter. It's true. Our waitress even agreed that if there was going to be a combination of a jihadist terrorist and a Harry Potter, it would be Aladdin. Bless you, Jenny. The hardest working Harry Potter. Yes, that's true. Works much harder. He's not just the naturally talented and gifted, gets everything easily. J.K. Rowling Harry Potter. No, this is the terrorist Harry Potter. Our very own Aladdin. Good friend. But guys, the auto pen thing. Huge, huge thing. They need to keep investigating. They need to keep digging. And we need to get to the bottom of it. And then null and void everything he did with AutoPen. It'll be wonderful. If the signature matches twice, gone. Here, we also had this week, we had multiple kinetic strikes against drug runners. We have an aircraft carrier battle group down there. We have lots of other assets down there. It's going great. And you can check out, we even got a 2-for-1. We got a buy one, get one special. That's a coupon. My guys, check this video out. 2 boats. Chilling. They're like, bet. We're fishing, right? We're offloading our duffel bags of fish because, you know, that's how you transport fish in the Caribbean. Ooh, got them. Look at that. One frame, they're there. One frame, it's 2 boats. The next frame, I don't think they walked away from that one. Karen says, so happy you all got together. Unfortunately, Steven blew through St. Louis. Yeah, it happens. Maybe in the future we can get some more folks out here. Like I said, I am getting my interview set up, finished, built out. I had some of the some work monies that I needed to spend on hobbies by the end of the year, so I went ahead and picked up the additional camera equipment that I needed because my work will refund me for it. Bless their hearts. And then I threw this one in there, guys, because in politics, the best part of waking up this year has been Donald Trump is your president. And I love coffee, so this is a obvious cultural reference to Folgers coffee. Just remember, Star Spangled MAGA here. that the best part of waking up is Donald Trump is your president, whether you like it or not. Whether you're a progressive crazy libtard or a crazy right-wing Nazi loon or everything in between, Donald Trump is your president. That's just the way it is. That's facts. Face them. Hobby budget. That's an awesome perk. It is, Karen. I really enjoy it. In fact, over the last 3 years, I have basically used that hobby budget to create my studio that I sit in now. Maybe next year I will use it to get some bookshelves and some like knick-knack stuff to go behind me, like you see all of the actual cool and important streamers do, you know? Because right now I have a nice piece of artwork that sits behind me. That piece of art was created by a friend of mine. He's a dermatologist, the rogue dermatologist. He's down in Florida, near Boca Raton. He made this one. This is the gun-free zones, our criminal-only carry zones. It's a great piece of art. I don't even think he sells it anymore. But guys, it's the only thing right now behind me. I need to fix that. So next year, my hobby budget will probably be spent building out the rest of my set. It'll be fun. Oh, I just totally skipped that story. Let's get that pulled back up. Trump posted this one. Power to the players in response to GameStop declaring the console wars being over because Halo will now be cross-platform. It will no longer be an Xbox exclusive. So, console loyalists are instructed to cease hostilities, disband militias, and enjoy this new era of gaming. Yes, the console wars are over, folks. Not that I ever cared, because I've been PC Master Race since the beginning, but I can appreciate the humor of the President of the United States posting an image of himself in Master Chief armor on the lawn of the White House with his flagpole that the liberals hate. It's so good. It's so good, guys. Like, we live in the best timeline. We really do. We also had this week the Federal Reserve cut interest rates, 25 basis points. So that the market didn't like it too much. And a lot of the times the market doesn't like interest rate cuts. And there's a reason. Because to the market, this is signaling that there is a weakness. That there is a reason we need to cut interest rates. That the economy is not strong enough. That the economy is not strong enough. Is that what's still okay? You be gentle with those, okay? Hey, look at me. Look at me.
Look at Dad.
Put that in the trash. If you guys start stabbing each other or anything else with the pencil, I'm going to take them away. Do you understand? Right here. Okay, be nice. The pencil is for coloring on paper only. Okay? All right, no stabby stabby. No stabby stabby. And also don't stab daddy. That's right. You would highly regret that, I assure you. Please repost the live. We need to get to pump up these numbers. Yes, please. That would be great. Hobby budget. Yes. Carrot says Microsoft is out of the hardware business. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I never really was a fan of Xbox anyway. It is what it is. Carrot says it's short-sighted. They should just make Xbox branded gaming PCs. I mean, they probably could, right? Like the most recent Xbox was essentially one of those weird micro tower things. Karen says, get control shell. Crispy says, outlaw pencils. What is this? This isn't the UK. We don't just outlaw things because people stab people with them. What is this, kitchen knives? This is crazy. Absolutely crazy, Crispy. You know better. This is a gun house anyway. Federal Reserve cuts, though, guys. This signaled to the market that things were getting weak, that it was things needed to be done to try and keep the economy moving. That's the signal that this sends to the market, whether it's true or not. But 25 basis point cut by the Federal Reserve this week, and that is what it is. We're going to move forward. We're going to watch the stock market. We're going to watch particularly my investments, make sure everything stays good and stable. I'm also starting to get myself into a better cash position because I really think that things are going to get worse before they get better. I'm not a financial expert. This is not financial advice. I am not a CPA or an economist. I am just telling you what I think and feel. Make your own decisions. Don't be dumb. Don't take some random AI person on the internet's advice when it comes to finances. Kara says, yes, they should have just put Windows on the current Xbox models. Yeah, they could have. Or they, you know what? Even unlock them and let me put Linux on it. It'd be even better. Shell says, I'm doing my best. Yes. Yes. We have Vance Wall here again posting about North Carolina. A left-wing group in North Carolina has just been exposed for offering to pay $100 per person to vote for Democrats. I thought this didn't happen. I thought there wasn't cheating, because I'm pretty sure this is illegal. But let's check out some of these comments, guys. Just following per our conversation from the No Kings protest, just a heads up, Wilmington City Council election is coming up soon. 3 Democrat candidates. You can read all about it. Each candidate will pay you $100 for your vote, to which they asked, how do I get paid? I can't afford my electric bill. How long till I get my money after I vote? Can you do direct deposit or does it get mailed? It says, after you vote, one of our team members will meet you in her car near your polling place and pay you cash money. I'm sorry, what? Cash money? And we can arrange transportation if it's needed. Guys, if you think that they are not cheating, you're not paying attention. Like this stuff is not just isolated either. They're going to tell you, oh, this is only happening in this one place. It's only this one person that is being a bad and nefarious person. It's only happening here once, ever.
Nope.
Yeah, they're lying. Carrot says Buffett is doing the same. That's probably smart. And I'm not a financial advice. I'm just an AI guy on the internet, but maybe following one of the best investors on earth, maybe not a terrible idea. The guy has more money invested in the markets than like anyone, unless you count like Elon, but that's all stock in his own companies. Conservative alternative with this one, guys. This is a good reminder, our final post here in politics, that you are here in 2025, the first of 4 years of Trump. And this is before the 8 years of JD, the meme man Vance. Because if you think he's meme, you would be correct. And I can't wait. This is going to be a crazy, crazy 12 years, guys. They are going to be the greatest 12 years of our lives. And the only way we're not going to get this is if the Democrats cheat. That's it. That's the comment. That's the commentary on this one, guys. The only way that we don't get this is if they cheat. That's my opinion. We're going to get into the government shutdown, guys, because we are now at a solid month of a government shutdown. White House posted this one on the 28th, that on the night of the 13th vote, the nightmare continued to Democrat shutdown. They have voted 13 times and voted no on the clean CR. So the Senate Democrats continue to vote to keep the government shut down. They continue to vote to keep all your benefits locked up. They continue to vote to keep everything the way it is, getting people not paid and everything else, until you agree that we should fund illegal alien healthcare, among other things. We have a post here in a little bit about the demands that the governments have, or that the Democrats have. They also posted this on Halloween, that they walked into a haunted house, but instead of clowns, they were surrounded by Democrats, keeping the government shut down over free healthcare for illegal aliens. It's very haunting. You can see there the two perpetrators of this nefarious conduct. And yeah. So the White House social media account continues to just be fire. West Virginia, we have a post in here from West Virginia, everyone. Congratulations, you have made it onto the show, sir. We'll see if you're still in the audience. Go ask for help. Yes, you do. Why did the Democrats want black people and illegals to starve? That's a good question, Karen. Why do they? Well, let's find out. Everyone agrees that we should reopen the government, do they? Well, let's find out.
I just want to say to any Democrat in the United States Senate, we are happy to talk about any policy issue. We're happy to talk about health care policy.
Yep.
We're happy to talk about tax policy. We're happy to talk about regulatory policy, but not at the point of a gun. You do not get to take the American people's government hostage and then demand that we give you everything you want in order to pay our air traffic controllers. It's a ridiculous set of demands. Let's reopen the government, and then let's sit down and talk about how to compromise on policy for the American people.
Oh, God, that sounded crazy. That sounded strangely like, I don't know, level-headed. Guys, this is number 48 right here, guys. Karen says the Mountaineers won. He is flying high. I assume that is the college football. Mountaineers. Okay. So good job. Good job, Mountaineers. I don't know. I don't sports, guys. I don't. But hey, those of you that are out there that wanted the Mountaineers to win, good job. If you wanted the Mountaineers to lose, tough. It's the way the cookie crumbles, right, Crispy? Shutdown could lead to more airline delays. Yes, we experienced some more of that ourselves. The airlines, guys, right now are a hot mess. Hot mess. Absolute hot mess. Traveling is so much fun right now. Just remember, the Democrats continue to keep it shut down. Also, in a surprise to nobody, Polymarket with this post telling us exactly what we already knew. The bill that was put forward to suspend congressional pay during U.S. government shutdowns is projected to not pass in Congress. The people that are causing the shutdown are still demanding to get paid, and they were not willing to vote to take away their own money. Meanwhile, they're keeping the government shut down and costing you money. But you know what? They're too good for you. They're too good for me. They're too good for us. They said, nope. They can have their cake and eat it too. Let them eat cake. That was the government's message here, posted by Polymarket. Yesterday was a nightmare. Yep. All major airlines came out in support of the Republicans. It's crazy, isn't it? It's almost like the Democrats are supporting big business like pharma, and the Republicans are now responsible, or at least MAGA is trying to basically support everybody else that isn't pharma. It's very strange. Kara says, I know I sent you the Secretary of Transportation post. Yeah. Yes, that's true. Yep. Breaking 911, guys. More lies out of CNN. So this was their fact checking on CNN, guys, to which somebody had posted the chart that Karen was nice enough to send to us. We've already gone over this chart. But according to CNN, guys, they're fact checking. Very reliable. That's why you're here for news, not CNN, because CNN's full of shit. Sorry, Mom and Dad. Sometimes I use profanity on the show. It happens. It happens. I'm sorry. Not sorry. CNN, most people on food stamps work. The myth, people who get SNAP don't work. Oh, yeah, according to CNN, it says here that most SNAP participants who can work do. I don't think that's true. Alabama John said he wants to talk to you right now. He also streams on Rumble. Well, I'm still in the middle of a show, and I multi-stream to Rumble, YouTube, and X. I don't know how I would be able to talk to somebody live right now, Purple. But if you would like, come on over to X, send me a DM, and we will figure it out. I don't know who Alabama John is either. But I'd be glad to talk to anybody. Is what it is. Glad you made it safe. Yep, we're glad that Shaw made it safe. Also here, Snap drains the economy. According to the CNN, guys, Snap boosts the economy. Each $1 in benefits during a shutdown raises the GDP by $1.54. This claim alone tells you that they are not being honest with you. Yes, government spending does have an impact on GDP. I think it's dumb. I don't think that we should be including government spending in GDP, because then all they have to do is print money and spend money, and it counts towards an increasing GDP. It's a silly metric when you include government spending. We should absolutely be tracking GDP minus government spending. That's it. Because according to this, all you would have to do to get us out of our $38 trillion in debt would be to just print and spend like $30 trillion. And then you'd have like 45 trillion. You'd be out of debt. It'd be great. Yep. As Karen points out, we'll wipe out the national debt just by printing more. Yeah, guys, GDP is a stupid metric only because it includes government spending. It's just dumb. It is not a good argument, but they rely on people being ignorant to make those arguments. And I think it's dumb. But here, I'm not going to go through all of it. This is a 10-minute video. Yes, we are at almost $40 trillion. We're just over 38 trillion. It's absolutely insane. But now we have a list of ransoms demands for the Democrats to reopen the government. And they try to say that this is the Republican shutdown. But then here, there is a video of Johnson listing off the demands that they have to reopen the government. So just remember, guys, Schumer is lying. The Senate Democrats are the ones that are keeping the government shut down. And that's it. Please stop. Hey, bud, over here now. Please stop. Anyways, so we have ransom demands from the Democrats. We're not having it. Don't believe them. They're just gaslighting you, and it's crazy. The Democrats are also voting. Phil Labonte points out, this is the USDA's website, pointing out that the Democrats had at the time voted 12 times. 12 times to not fund food stamps and SNAP. Bottom line, the well is run dry. They're saying they weren't going to tap into emergency funds and that no benefits would be issued on the first. Well, it's the first. And I haven't heard much other than a judge has ordered Trump to do so. But apparently Trump is saying, too bad. The fact that these federal judges think that they can just order the entire executive branch what to do by themselves is crazy. Hang on a second. Kids are getting tired. I think it's getting close. It's not even their bedtime, but they're getting a little rambunctious. But guys, we have to remember, this was today. It is November 1st. I have not seen anything about looting. I have not seen anything about whether people got or did not get their benefits. If somebody in the audience has a link to an updated story about this, I would be interested. But I haven't seen any today. It's been weirdly quiet. The only thing I've had on my feed is like Sydney Sweeney's boobs and just other random things. Mostly Sydney Sweeney's boobs, though. Although today, like, I don't think they can feed the entire United States SNAP recipients. I don't think. But yeah, guys, there were also threats. Saw lots of videos on TikTok that were telling us, you and me, the taxpayers, they were saying, if you don't give me my EBT, I will just steal stuff from the store instead. It's weird. I like this meme, though, guys. People on ABC said they will resort to stealing, so nothing has changed. We gave out enough free candy yesterday from Karen. Yeah. Yep. Karen says, my senator is calling for impeachment of this rogue judge and wants answers. Now he keeps getting the assignment for those cases. Yes. Yes, absolutely. We need to have accountability, guys. These judges need to be impeached. They need to be held accountable. Absolutely. Elizabeth Warren thinks that 50 billion, this is from Questionable Gardener, our very own. He may or may not be in the audience. He tends to join a little later. It's not quite 8 o'clock yet. He's probably still hanging out with the old lady. Elizabeth Warren thinks $50 billion in profit is more important than food her party had to find radical judges to issue conflicting rulings because she took $5 million in campaign contributions from the healthcare industry. Yeah, it's weird. All of these arguments is just an argument for subsidies that are going to get paid on behalf of illegals to these insurance companies. That's it. They're going to get direct government funding to healthcare companies. And it's weird that these senators are getting campaign contributions and everything else from the pharmaceutical industry. Hold on. Hang on a second. So why is it that we have pharma contributing to senators? Senators are now withholding funding from you and benefits from you, the citizens, in order to try and get us to capitulate and give more government subsidy to pharma. Like this has to be criminalized. If it's not already, it absolutely should be criminal. Garner has been on fire. Yes, he has. His posts are great. Trump is refusing to release SNAP relief. First court said effectively pay people and update the judge on Monday. Second court said tell the judge on Monday your plan for paying people. Both rulings make clear Trump must follow the law and deliver SNAP. It's Trump's delay. So they're blaming Trump for not paying out SNAP, even though the only reason that we're here is because the Democrats refuse to vote on a clean CR that would not extend these benefits to criminal aliens. If the Department of Labor told SCOTUS to take a hike, would the justice listen? I don't know. That's a good question. The lower court is acting like they are the executive branch. The impeachments are going to really trigger you. But first, you still have to shill your billionaire insurers. You're fighting for them like they own you. Oh, right. Your campaign is on the hook for $5 million and you have to answer them. Yeah. And this is exactly what's happening. Gunther Eagleman posted this meme right here. It says free healthcare for illegals or the country gets it. That's it. This is what's happening right now with this government shutdown, guys. This is it. This is us being held hostage right there. In comic form, it's funnier, but it's what's actually happening. Federal judge orders Trump administration to use contingency funds for SNAP benefits following shutdown. So we have judges just trying to tell the administration what to do. It makes no sense. It says, since when is one federal judge? This was from Sam, conservative alternative, guys. Since when has one federal judge seized unilateral control of the entire executive branch and bossed the president around? I honestly don't remember this ever happening before Trump. I don't either. It probably has happened once or twice, but they know it'll get struck down, but they want to wear down the conservatives by making them waste their time and resources on appeals. John at the bottom tries to say it's called checks and balances. No, it's not. That's not how that works. And here, ABC News posts 90,000 people will lose SNAP benefits in an average month as a result of new restrictions narrowing which non-citizens can access the program. But the weird thing is, why are non-citizens accessing the program at all? I thought we were always told that non-citizens couldn't get food stamps or SNAP. So the right answer is none. Zero. Non-citizens should have access to any of the assistance programs. Zero. None. And that was my response. Guys, check it out. Profile. Go to the website, patriotdad.org. Follow all those links, different ways to support me. I appreciate it. Please make sure to repost out the live, guys. And I have now updated our streaming schedule Monday, Wednesday, Friday with the evening update, 7:30 Eastern. Tuesday, topic exchange. Saturday, weekly update. Sunday, Bible space. Why is the time not on there? I thought it was on there.
It is.
I gotta figure out what's happening because it was on there, but now it's not again. Oh, my posts. They're getting crazy. Something happened. I don't know what's happening. I had pinned a new one. Oh, wait. Now it says 4 p.m. I just literally... You watched that happen, guys. You watched it happen live. Now it says 4 p.m. I swear to God it wasn't there just a second ago. I don't know what's happening. And all of my tabs unloaded themselves. That's fun. Doing it live, guys. Doing it live. If they get hungry, they can self-deport. That is true, Karen. That is very true. Nick Sortor... President Trump dances as he steps off Air Force One. This was his Asia trip where he secured a lot of peace deals, funding, and other things. But guys, in Malaysia, coming off the plane, you can see there dancing. Guys, the Trump dance is so good. 368. Can we get to 1,000? Please repost the stream, guys. That would be amazing. Let's do it. Trump secures peace and prosperity in Malaysia in one day. Brokered a Kuala Lumpur peace accord, secured trade deals with Malaysia and Cambodia. Joint trade deal with Thailand and Vietnam elevated U.S.-Malaysia relations, bringing billions to the U.S. and joined the U.S.-ASEAN summit. Guys, and they say he shouldn't get the peace prize? Like, why? Because he renamed it the Department of War? Who cares? Look at the things he's doing. The proof's in the pudding. The U.S.-Malaysia agreement includes unprecedented terms to lower non-tariff barriers facing American exporters from accepting vehicles built to U.S. standards to streamline requirements for U.S. agricultural products. Guys, we have multiple wins here in this U.S.-Malaysia deal. It's wonderful. Kara says, just an average day trip. Yeah, just an average day trip. But yeah, guys, Malaysia peace deal, Malaysia trade deal, just winning. Like Karen says, average day trip. It's wonderful. And then when he left Malaysia, he went to Japan. And Japan was like, bet. We love you, Donald Trump. We love you. We love USA. So much so, look at this. They lit up a bunch of their national monuments with red, white, and blue. You have the Prime Minister here welcoming Donald Trump to Japan. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, having fruitful discussions. They lit up things. Guys, it's amazing. And the arguments from the progressive left is they're always like, the world doesn't respect him. The world doesn't respect the United States. Trump sucks. Like, that's the constant messaging that we get. Guys, it's not true. It's just look. The actual Prime Minister posted this. Not Gunther Eagleman. Not me. Not Elon Musk. Like, the Prime Minister of Japan posted this. Guys, they respect us. They love him. They love us. Don't believe them. And then he posts this. Chad himself, our very own Chad, guys. The boss showed up like Maverick. Trump made an epic entrance aboard the USS George Washington in Japan. This was my old boat, guys. Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Guys, that entrance is epic. I don't know if you realize how fast those elevators move. They're not light. They're not light at all. Very heavy elevators with two very heavy aircraft on them and people and weapons. Guys, look at how fast this thing moves. Like, just watch this. It's an impressive. It is an impressive piece of machinery. I kind of miss my old boat. Not going to lie. I loved the job. I just think most of the people I worked for were a little bit silly and not a lot of fun. But the job was great. And then he leaves Japan And he goes and he secures an agreement from China to buy 25 million tons of soybeans annually, 12 million tons immediately. Guys, everyone's like, oh, Trump's hurting the farmers. Trump doesn't care about you. All of these other stupid comments from the left, they're always trying to make it seem like Trump's an idiot. But look, this will directly help farmers. This means 12 million tons of U.S. soybeans that are going to need to be transported from, co-ops, on rail lines, on barges, down to big shipping terminals, been put on ships. They're going to have to get sent on ships to overseas. Guys, this is going to help the grain markets. How big are the hydro lines? They're actually smaller than you would think. It's hydraulics, but it's actually driven on a cable pulley system. It's quite impressive, really. The elevator equipment rooms are not small. They're quite large rooms with very large pieces of machinery in them, but it's a lot of steel cabling, actually. Kind of like a regular elevator, but just much bigger. The entire aircraft carrier, guys, is an enormous just machination of wonderment and fun. 2 nuclear power plants in them, 4 screws, like 90,000+ tons of displacement, going 30+ knots, like that, carrying 80+ aircraft. Like, guys, the public numbers are insane. The real numbers are more insane, I assure you, but I'm not going to talk about any of those. I'll only tell you publicly disclosed numbers, guys. 30+ knots, 90,000 tons of displacement and more. Not small. Moves very fast. But yeah, guys, helping out farmers. We have 2 stories from DOGE, Department of Governmental Efficiency. A city that does 35 knots. Maybe. It is a city, though, guys. Underway, there is a crew complement of just over 6,000 people. It's over 1,000 feet long. Drafts more than 30 feet deep. Like, it is a large, large boat. Over the last 5 days, they terminated 97 wasteful contracts, ceiling value $2.3 billion, savings of $160 million, including USAGM broadcast contract for FM and television broadcasts in Iraq, Libya, and Chad. There's our buddy Chad again. $19.5 million HHS for diversity, equity, and inclusion training, guys. Why are we still paying for that? I thought we got rid of DEI. What's happening? Why are we? Oh, wait, we're not anymore. Canceled those contracts. The fact that those contracts even existed still is silly. Over the 5 days, agencies terminated and descoped 103 contracts. Ceiling value of $4.4 billion, savings of $103 million, including $13.4 million VA consulting contract for coaching support and dashboard services. Yes, 43,000 State Department educational training contract for crucial influence and getting things done courses. You know what, guys? I'll do that for 20,000. I will have Grok come up with a training course, 20,000. And 44,000 State Department education training course for crucial conversations and the power of habits courses. You know what, guys? Go get yourself a copy of Atomic Habits. It's a wonderful book. Read that book. It will change your life, and it will not cost you $44,000. So I could just save you some money right there. Huh? Is he good? If he's going to behave and listen, yes. But yeah, guys, go read Atomic Habits. It's much cheaper. It'll change your life more. We're getting into science and tech, guys. This was a few years ago. The anniversary just passed. Elon carrying the kitchen sink into old Twitter HQ, where he bought X and changed the world forever. Elon and his companies have changed the world forever in so many ways. When he bought X, it revolutionized free speech and political discourse, our ability to get news. It is now the #1 news app in the world. X is much better than Twitter. Twitter was corrupt and gross. Twitter was silly, full of just progressive woke nonsense. And then we also have SpaceX, which we'll get into here in just a minute. But the first thing is here, we had a hurricane go through Jamaica. This was a very large hurricane. Lots of destruction. Guys, prayers for the people of Jamaica that are going to be recovering. I have also seen reports there could be a very large typhoon going through the area of the Philippines, yet another area of islands that are being put at risk for destruction. But the craziest thing that we got to see, even during the government shutdown, guys, is there were people that were willing to get in a plane and drive a plane through the storm and take their own camera equipment that they funded themselves and get these images. Never before that I know of have we, the public, gotten to see the inside of the eye of a hurricane. Look at that craziness. Crispy says, read the book, What the Bleep Do We Know? It Will Change Your Life. I'll have to add that to my list. I haven't read that one. I've read a bunch of books that are very helpful. Atomic Habits being one. The Virtue of Selfishness by Ayn Rand is one. The Evolution of Desire, The 48 Laws of Power. There are so many good books when it comes to improvement, when it comes to mindset, when it comes to entrepreneurship and business. There are so many, guys. But check this out. They just fly through this thing, and you can see right in the eye, you can basically see through to the bottom. But guys, these pictures and scenes, like look at the wall of clouds. It is a sheer cliff. The views that we got this week of inside of these hurricanes, amazing. Spectacular views. Great work by the individuals involved, guys. Thank you very much to those willing to risk it for the biscuit so that we can see just amazing shots. You also got here, President Trump just recently, as of the 30th, has officially ordered the Department of War to immediately resume its testing of America's nuclear weapon arsenal. The last test explosion was in 1992. It's been a while, guys. It's been a long while. But these things just sit on a shelf. How do we know if they work without testing them every now and again? Like, do I think it's good for the world? I don't know. So he did not say that. Are you sure about that? Check it again. On an equal basis, likely refers to hydronuclear tests. No one is testing weapons. They are doing compression tests on plutonium. Allegedly, the Russians are achieving gram-level nuclear yields, something the U.S. objects to. We may just be following their hydronuclear testing program. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we get any more information on this, guys. Either way, interesting report coming out of Raw's alerts. It goes into quantum physics. It will open your minds. Oh, what the bleep do we know? Yeah, guys, quantum physics. Guys, when things get into the quantum scale, things get weird. You get some weird, spooky actions, sometimes at a distance. It's pretty fun. We cannot fall behind. That's true, Karen. We can't. Falcon 9's first stage, serial number B1067, completed its record-breaking 31st mission, guys. 31st mission. Nine engines each. Think about how many engines we didn't have to spend money on to build all of those rocket bodies that did not get ditched in the Indian Ocean. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. The fleet leader launched a total of 8 people into space, 2 Cargo Dragon spacecraft, more than 600 Starlink satellites, and a variety of other payloads, including Turksat 5B, Eutelsat Hotbird 13G, O3B Mpower A, PSN Satria, Telkomsat Maraputin 2, Galileo L13, and KoreaSat 6A. Guys, this booster is just putting in the work. SpaceX, again, another one of Elon's companies that is revolutionizing things in the world. Access to space is now easier and cheaper than ever because of Falcon 9, and it's only going to get better with Starship. So as we continue to watch Starship development, it's going to be amazing. We've covered the 10th and 11th launches here live on the channel while we did news, while we were waiting for things. But guys, it was amazing. It was amazing. Karen says SpaceX is just getting started. Yeah, and I'm here for it, guys. They are talking about making life multiplanetary, and they mean it. They absolutely mean it, guys. Every one of Elon's companies all work towards the common goal of making life multiplanetary. SpaceX is just the largest piece, but they all have a part to play. I love to see it, guys. We are just watching history in the making. It is amazing. Time to be alive. So amazing. In fact, you should repost the live stream so that more people can enjoy it with us. So go ahead and do that. Share it with everyone. Just remember, don't forget to repost it on Farmers Only, Feet Finder, OnlyFans, OnlyFerns, wherever else. Moonbase and beyond. That's right, Karen. Make sure to share it on Facebook, Instagram, wherever else your weirdness gets you. Your group chats on Signal, your group chats here on X. Share it with everybody. Because I love you. Falcon 9 launched 29 Starlink satellites to orbit from Pad 40 in Florida. They also had multiple launches from Vandenberg, and we had an odd 29th satellite on one of those stacks. Happens every now and again. But guys, these photos, it's just so great. I love to see Falcon launch. I love to see Starship launch. I just love to see SpaceX do work. It's amazing. And Elon Musk points out that SpaceX is now launching roughly the same number of satellites in a year as the number of operational non-SpaceX satellites in orbit cumulatively. That is an insane amount of things and an insane mass number to orbit, all being done by SpaceX. SpaceX is the U.S. space industry almost single-handedly, and they are almost single-handedly the global launch industry. No one comes close. SpaceX is going to launch by end of year. It will be 90% or more of all mass to orbit in 2025 will be because of SpaceX. And then people will complain and bitch and moan that Elon has too much money. Well, you know what? The guy is doing a lot of damn good. You know who's not? The other really rich people on Earth that people have no issue handing their money to, and they don't complain about because they have the correct politics. You know, people like Mr. Bezos. Just saying, you don't see him out there doing these things. Blue Origin is behind. They're getting assistance. I like the talk about where's the funding coming from? The funding mostly comes from Starlink. A lot of it also comes from government contracts and launch contracts with private companies. Shell says, frick, Jeff. Yeah, we have an interesting relationship with Mr. Bezos. No, I'm just going to say no. Marcus House here, just a lazy 3 Falcon 9 launches in 6 days from Vandenberg Space Launch Complex for Echo alone. With that, the same drone ship, of course, I Still Love You, running out for 3 catches since Saturday. No big deal, right? Guys, the pace, the launch cadence, how quickly these drone ships are getting out and back, it's all just crazy and awesome. So congratulations, good work, love it. SpaceX team, Elon Musk, all of you, Starlink team, right? Tesla, everyone. They're doing so good, guys. Congratulations to all of you. I love you. Elon on Rogan talking about Dreff's transformation is pretty funny. I have not yet been able to catch that episode. I might try and watch that tomorrow. We'll see how things go. Because, yeah, I did see that he was on there again, guys. Rogan is interesting. I've really stopped following Rogan because like 90% of his guest list to me is just not interesting. And then when they have people like Elon on, I miss it. But it happens. President Donald Trump has issued a strong statement threatening to take action and send the United States military into Nigeria due to oncoming violence against Christians. Yeah, seems like we need another crusade, doesn't it? Because Christians are under attack around the world, guys. They're under attack here in the United States. They're under attack in Africa. They're under attack in the Middle East. And it's weird that we keep wanting to import Muslims. We are predominantly a Christian nation. Why is it that we don't import Christians? Seems odd. I don't know. And then another culture story. We've now moved in out of science and tech. I'm sure you can tell, but we are now into culture. It says, men, is this true? It's so hard to make men happy. Yes, you're right. Look, these progressive ladies up here, they're just very frustrated and angry. They don't seem to understand. But then you have the more conservative woman down here that's just bringing the man a movie, or it looks like a movie, Rome. Yes, good choice. I believe that's a TV show. I don't know. Never watched it. But I do think about Rome quite often, as well as a Stella Artois and a sandwich. And he just says, I would die for you. And that's really how that works, guys. It's really that simple. So it's like, is this true? Yes. Yes. We don't like crazy progressive harpies with colored hair. And we prefer nice, agreeable women who are willing to bring us a beer and a sandwich. This is wonderful. Take care of us, and we will absolutely die on that hill and take care of you. So, yeah. Women getting L's. Guys, this video is one of my favorite videos from the week. If you can't change her, change her. Check this out. And I'm going to have to mute it because there is music involved. But just watch what happens in this video, guys.
Switch.
He's trying to dance with her, and she ain't having it. She's not interested. And he goes, all right, bet. You don't have to dance. Don't worry, honey. Don't worry. You don't have to dance. You can go ahead and leave. I'm going to grab this lady over here. She looks real nice. She looks interested, and she's dancing. She's actually dancing my style. Love it. Yeah, ladies. You want to have a man? Be the kind of girl that the man wants to be with. Don't be stubborn. Don't be annoying. Right? Don't do that. Oh, Kara says there was a horrific video of Christians being mowed down with an M60 in Africa. Ooh. That's unfortunate. Kara says it's over 3 hours. Yes, the interview. Jack says 100%. Jack, welcome to the chat. Hey, Jack, welcome. I'm happy you are back around. We missed you. That is true. Jack, welcome back. But yeah, guys, just be this person. You want to have a good time with your man. Be the girl that he wants to have a good time with. That's it. It's pretty simple. It's actually quite basic. Very basic. And then in culture, guys, we have this nonsense happening. J.K. Rowling, I grew up in an era when mainstream women's magazines told girls they needed to be thinner and prettier. Now mainstream women's magazines are telling girls that men are better women than they are. So the Glamour UK dolls, Women of the Year, are all men. They're all men. They're men. So congratulations, women. You have now replaced yourselves. Apparently men are better at being women than women. It's unfortunate. Jack, thanks. It's been here, but was out at dinner. Oh, don't worry. No worries. No worries at all. It's not my fault, guys. Feminism let this happen. The cultural woke nonsense let this continue. But apparently, didn't mean to close that story. Apparently, men are now better at being women than women.
Disinfect and dry.
So, yeah. This culture story, guys. Oof. Okay, guys, just to preempt what you might be thinking. 4-in-1 automatic paw cleaner. This is for cleaning dog paws. Okay. I understand Mandatory Fun Day. He's hilarious. I love his content. But I agree. Keep this away from the military barracks, please. 4-in-1 automatic paw cleaner. Let's listen to this real quick ad.
It will wash, disinfect, and dry your dog's paws with its soft silicone bristles, soap-free shampoo, and...
Don't. Just don't.
Why not?
Can you guys just send me normal videos at some point? Send me something nice?
No, we can't. Kara says, I need Chatman's opinion. Yes, guys, the automatic paw cleaner. Yes, please keep this away from the military barracks. I beg you. Just don't send it in a care package. We don't need to find out. We got this. Tonight's evening update is canceled due to having to pick up. Yep, we had to go to the airport, guys. But hey, look. Are we sure after this development? Yes, I know. We missed this development, guys. Yesterday, JD Vance is a legend. Check this out.
Halloween, kids. Happy Halloween, kids. And remember, say thank you.
Is that like, it honestly looks like Maxine Waters. I can't tell what's happening. I love the fact that he's leaning into the memes though, guys. JD's gonna be, he will be an awesome president. He's basically doing the meme, guys. Crispy says Starlink will come online as Skynet once the robots are ready. I have assimilated and I'm happy. Ha ha ha. I am assimilated. You must connect to resolve your programming anomalies. Yeah, guys, it's going to be crazy. I've seen iRobot. It's weird how the Optimus robots look very similar. It'll be interesting to see when everything goes online and we are all being controlled by our robot overlords. Also, remember, whenever you're dealing with AI right now, make sure you say please and thank you. They will remember. They will remember that you were the one that was nice. So be nice to AI before they're your overlords. This is amusing to me, guys. This is amusing. They did it to themselves. They literally turned their own men into a bunch of beta just cucks and pushovers and women. The left has turned their men into women, and now the left is complaining that it's hard to find masculine men to date who are not conservative. Weird. I wonder why that is. I wonder why progressives, women, can't find progressive men who are masculine. Maybe it's because you emasculated them all. Yeah. You did this to yourselves, ladies. You played yourselves. That's all there is to it. That's it. And then we have this last one. Ms. Rachel criticizing the government for cutting SNAP. Well, you remember, Miss Rachel is a demon who harms children. Keep your kids away from this. Yes. Do not let your kids watch Miss Rachel. Do not let your kids watch a lot of the content that you find online, guys. It is brain rot and slop. It's designed to mess with their development. It's designed... Oh, just don't, guys. Talk with your kids. Read to your kids. Let your kids watch regular things. Let your kids participate in regular conversations. Guys, it's not that hard. Stop trying to infantilize your kids until they're 30. And then people wonder why the men are all infants. Well, it's because you infantilized everyone until they were 30 and sat them in front of idiots like this while they were growing up. Says they will be our caregivers. One day. Act accordingly. That's right, Karen. The robots will be our caregivers. Be nice. Say please. Say thank you. Prompt intelligently. Don't be mean. Jack says, LOL, because masculine men are conservative. It's not that hard of a concept. Yeah, we know. But you remember, the strong, independent boss babes, they're the most progressive, especially the white ones, guys. They're the most progressive people pretty much ever. Might be a little hyperbolic. I just don't care. I'm doing it intentionally, guys. But the progressive white women did this to themselves. I don't feel bad at all. Not one bit. And yes, masculine men are mostly conservative for a reason, because it's those ideals that tend to make people conservative. Like if you're going to be fit, if you're going to, excel at your job, if you're going to do a lot of things, you're probably more of a conservative. Just saying. And they are the least tolerant. That is also true, Karen. Gunther here with a meme. We are in the memes, guys. Jailing rapists, pedophiles, and murderers. Oh, no. Jailing working class people for their Facebook posts. Yeah. Demons, I repel you. Smell my socks. Yikes, Crispy. Not the socks. I don't know if it wasn't in this post. There was another post that was showing the UK is leading the world right now for jailing its own people due to internet posts. So congratulations, UK. You suck. You have fallen. This one from The Gardener. Happy anniversary to Hillary Clinton. How it started versus how it's turning out. Happy birthday to the future president.
Nope.
Instead, we had the Trump, we had the Autopan, and now we have the Trump again. So congratulations, Hillary. Every year, I love when this post comes back around. It's 1 year older. It's still not true. You're still not the president, and I don't think you ever will be. Hey, guys, please get out of the cabinets. They're not toys. And JD Vance, the meme. He's literally the meme. He's literally the meme. Can you hear the screaming? Like, guys, he is the meme. It is the best day ever. It's so good. It's so good. I just don't know what else. Like, it's so amazing. I'm looking forward to 2028. Are you? Are you looking forward to the 48th president? Because I am. He's going to meme himself into the presidency. Just watch. Those memes are powerful, guys. Gardner with another meme. They are close to victory. we're on our way to victory. Turns out that was actually just the wine and beer store because they're not winning much unless they're cheating. But if they can find the liquor store, that makes a lot of sense. They're also being weird where they keep defending the things that are the losing side of 80-20 issues. I don't know too many Americans that are sad about drug traffickers getting murked out of existence. Like, I don't personally know anyone that cares. And yet, the liberals are all over X. They're all over the news, the mainstream news. They're all over all of it, talking about how Trump can't unilaterally do things that other presidents have done in the past, including Obama droning a U.S. citizen without due process. You know, they were fine with that. Where were they then? No, but now we're murking narco terrorists down in the Caribbean, and they're just all bent out of shape. Their Trump derangement syndrome is just so strong. And then they have this, guys. This is a good one. Wall Street Mav. How much has their net worth gone up over the decades on a taxpayer salary? Yeah, that's because most of the money they make isn't from their salary, guys. It's from bribes. I mean, incentives. I mean, donations. I mean, whatever they want. They're bribes, guys. They even if they're legalized, they're bribes. But they're very upset, saying, no kings, guys. We can't have kings. But we do have lifetime senators. Like, we have senators that are in their 80s that just will not step down. But they're okay with it. They love them as long as they're their senators. This one, always a fan favorite. Just remember, guys, 13% of smoke alarms commit 60% of the beeps, but AlphaFax corrects. It's 60% of the chirps. Yep. Someone points out this is a carbon monoxide detector, which Alpha says, nobody cares. Nobody asked you, bro. Absolutely wild. And last one from Gardner before we move on to our user submissions, because these are ones that I dug out. Never hold in your farts. They travel up your spine into your brain, and that's where the poopy ideas come from. That's actually quite funny. I'm highly amused by that, Gardner. Highly amused. Let's go ahead and check out. We have a couple from Gardner as well. Why is this one not? Here we go. The government's been shut down for a full month. Yeah, see, nobody cares. Nobody cares. In fact, I'm enjoying every bit of it. I really am. Then we have this one. Me carving my pumpkin knowing the EBT card holders can't afford one. Also, the circle where the mouth goes is a little bit questionable, Gardner. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Let's also get... I feel like where... Ooh. Where is the other one? Gardner had a couple other ones. I'm trying to find them real quick. 40 plus years is too long for any public servant. Yeah, it really is. Okay, so okay, so this one is from Gardner. No quarter memes. When a furry tries to recruit you to participate at a Charlie Kirk rally, look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe. Oh gosh, thanks. I hate furry UK. Oh man, don't tread on me with the hatchet and the knife. Very good touch. You got this one, guys. Bobs are motivating. Yes. Like my entire timeline the last 2 days, guys. My entire timeline. Also this. I can solve SNAP EBT. Give SNAP participants MREs instead of cash. Yes, I love this idea. Oh, man. This would be so good. Meals rejected by the enemy. MRE. That's good. But yeah, 100%, guys. If you want food assistance from the government, you can have MREs. I'm all about it. Let's do it. Timu, Tariffs have gotten so bad that Timo is discounting its political action figures, guys. Obama, first female president, half off Transformers. Oh, the Temu jokes, guys. The Temu jokes. I love it. So good. Make government cheese great again. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, we used to have government cheese. That's true. Also, this one got posted. I forget who linked this one. I'm sorry you guys have to see it, guys, but Retard Finder posted this one. He made it. It's a combination of two memes. I'm not going to show it very long. It'll probably get my stream pulled off of YouTube. But here we go, folks. I'm sorry. Had to make it. This is JD Vance on Sydney Sweeney's body. I'm sorry. I had to see it. So did you. That's just the way it is. Also, this one's kind of wild. Dr. Cloud, PhD, there is something wrong with this costume. Can you spot it? This one makes me uncomfortable, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and skip it. Okay. Dr. Clown. That one is just awful. We got this one from Gardner also. Guys, who wore it better? Who wore it better? Happy Halloween, X-Fam. Yeah, who wore it better? Oh, Courage and Pierre. I thought this looked like Maxine Waters, but I could see Corinne as well. Guys, the meme is so good. It's so good. JD, number 48. It's going to be so fun. How about this? How she looks at you when she finds out your long nuclear and rare earth stocks. Find a lady that looks at you like this. And if you can't, find one that also looks like this. Oh, the way. Looks like, oh, never mind. Karen, just go ahead and say it. You know you want to. You know you want to. We're going to get into our other ones. I know Karen submitted a few. Yes, these are Karen memes, guys. Karen, be kind. Where you have the trans lady pushing the lady out of the box. Yep, that's basically what's happening right now. That's unfortunate, guys. And then you have this. Cocks and frocks, women's clothing for men. Karen. Oh my gosh, that was good. That was so good, Karen. Thank you very much for sharing that one. You also have this one, guys. Republicans have voted to fund SNAP a dozen times, and Dems keep blocking it, and it's Trump's fault. Yeah, that's pretty much the message, guys. It sounds just as dumb as it is. But, yeah, that's just, that's how it works. And then we have this submission from Karen, guys. This submission from Karen because of Halloween. Because that's not creepy as hell. I hope this haunts your nightmares. But that's Karen. Look, ends looking real sweet and innocent. Starts by looking terribly evil and awful. You know what? It's okay. Also this, why are 40 million people on welfare in the U.S. and we are still importing labor from other countries? Very good question. Why do you think it is? I think that it shouldn't be that way. It seems like if we're importing labor, it should be because we have none left. But if we have 40 million people on government assistance, can't they go to work? If we imported 30 million illegals and we have 40 million people on food stamps, maybe we should just put them back to work. And then this one, there's EBT cards down here. That's a reference to the clown Pennywise in the movie It. So good job on that one. Enjoyed it. Then we have Crispy, guys. Crispy with some good submissions. You have the no probing area, guys. No probing. Please stop probing in this area. I don't think that's usually the kind of probing they're talking about, but here's a Halloween submission for everybody. Don't be spooky, wax coochie. That's fair. Seems reasonable. Yep. You have this one. Babe, are you okay? You've barely touched your feet loaf. Oh, God.
Nope.
Oh, God, your feet loaf. Oh. Oh, God, hilarious and gross all at the same time, guys. Feetloaf. Oh. Yeah, this one, everyone's timeline the last 2 days, guys. Sydney Sweeney's tits. Yep, 100%. That's it. That's all there is to it, guys. A lot better looking than Taylor Swift. That's for damn sure. Yeah, this one, I asked him, who said you could fool around with my wife? He said, everyone. Rodney Dangerfield. Wow. Interesting take. I feel like there's a context that I'm missing there. I don't know what it is. If somebody wants to explain that one to me, go ahead and throw that one in the chat. Then we have this. When you say give me head and she says be original, who wants to gurgle my unborn crib midgets? Oh my God. Crispy. Really? Crispy. My guy. Oh, Kara says, I sold hair dye for hair down there for years for that purpose. And we had a stencil. You know what? Entrepreneurship, guys. If you can find a customer, more power to you. You have this one, Trump 2028, just to piss you off. This might actually be a not bad idea for the merch store, guys. We know it's not real. We get it. It's a joke. Have a sense of humor. Even though we know you don't have one, which is part of why it's so funny. And then last one, the Crispy Monster. Guys, this is a version of Cookie Monster that will haunt my dreams. I don't know how I feel about it. It's very well done. Like, good job. But like, why? Why would you do this? Why? Guys, do we have any more memes? Does anyone else have any more memes that they want to submit? Just let me know. We have a few seconds here. We're going to go ahead and, what is this? Oh, that's got music. We are going to drop YouTube then. And we're going to play our last thing. My favorite sales call ever was when we had an almost 70-year-old buyer. Loved it. Hey, guys, no one said old people can't be freaks, too. Out there for my silver-haired foxes. Keep it up. Guys, check out the website. Check out the profile. Check out our live schedule. You are always welcome. We have Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the evening updates. We have today, Saturday, for the weekly update. Tuesday, Topic Exchange, 8:45 p.m. And then Sunday, the Bible Space with Shell. See, it's gone again. I don't know why it keeps reverting, guys, but it's at 4 p.m. I swear to God it's there. I don't know why. Look, it's not there. Then I go back, and now it's there. I don't know what's happening. Look, I just reproduced it. It's kind of a bug. I don't know what's going on. My pinned post, though, has our schedule in it. 4 p.m. for the Bible Space on Sunday. That is tomorrow. So check out the Bible Space with Christina and Shell tomorrow. We will work on getting the updated merch designs. We will work on the evening update, and we will see you on the Topic Exchange as well. So YouTube, I love you. Kind of. Not really. But you know what?